Chris Duffin and Brady here coming at you from the Kabuki Strength Team. We're going to go through a fire hydrant drill. It's a pretty simple drill, but for some reason, there's tons of videos out there and they're all bastardized. So we're going to do this and show you a little bit differently than how most of the fit pros out there show you a fire hydrant drill. So this drill, we're separating out hip movement and differentiating it from back movement. So it's a great movement if you're having a lot of excessive erectors involvement in the deadlift when the hips should be involved through extension. It can also be great as a training method as you're moving back from a back injury into lifting. So it's gonna be something to incorporate in there in that return to play piece. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna think about this from the DNS concepts, and we wanna be in a nice quadruped position, good stable here, and we're gonna, boom, inflate, fill hard. So we don't wanna move, we don't want no movement in the back at all. And first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna keep in 90 degrees here and here, and we're gonna extend the hip. So do hip extension completely separate. Now I'm gonna move the knee out to the side here, like a dog pissing a fire hydrant, and then move it forward as much as you can without getting movement, twisting in here. And then just move it back and forth in that range of motion a little bit. Boom, trying to work it maybe a little bit further each time, really focusing on this. This should be actually really hard, really challenging. And then we can also, now that we know where our range is and where we can hit with that knee, now I can just do abduction straight into that area. Boom. So again, we're working just the glute in isolation of every other muscle surrounding it. So it's a really great isolation movement to get that hip working. So we've done now hip movement through abduction, extension, and flexion all by itself. So it's really great, again, at separating this back work from the hip movement itself. Brady, would you have anything to add on this?
Yeah, just to demonstrate some faults, like Chris was saying, you want to be very stable through here. You want to make sure you're trying to be very upright through your spine, so you're not overextending, but
lengthening, yep,
pressurizing and then being tall through your spine and not twisting and moving throughout your spine or extending at your spine when you're supposed to be moving at your hip.
So really common, like in the with the fit pros I was talking out there, that this is just what we're doing for fire hydrants. That's not what we're doing. You can skip the extension piece if you're choosing, if you're not having much of an issue there. It isn't necessarily, but this is that area, the magic area that we want to be in and move with no movement in the spine, no twisting, no dropping onto the other shoulder. But really powerful movement, again, in that return to play, coming back from a back injury, or again, if you've got some issues with differentiating extension of the hip through movement in the spine in your lifts. Chris and Brady signing out.